Monday, November 10th. A night that begins with calm and ends with chaos. Screeching tires slice through the dark, followed by a scream that silences Salem. In a single heartbeat, everything changes. What started as anger turns into disaster, and when the dust settles, questions echo louder than the sirens. Was it destiny, or a mistake that can't be undone? As dawn rises, guilt, fear, and suspicion spread like wildfire, because in Salem, even one wrong moment can rewrite every future that follows. When Monday's episode opens, Salem feels frozen in time. The sound of screeching tires still echoes in the night air, and every heartbeat in the Horton family seems to stop with it. Thomas DiMera lies on the pavement, shaken, bruised, and terrified, as Chad and Jennifer rush to his side. His small voice whispers, "I didn't mean to," before fading into tears. It's not just relief that floods Chad's face, it's guilt. He knows this moment didn't come from nowhere. It came from weeks, maybe months, of emotional distance. The pressure, the secrets, the misunderstandings. At the hospital, doctors confirm what everyone hoped: Thomas is physically okay. But emotionally? That's a different story. Jennifer, her hands trembling, seeks comfort from Kayla Johnson. Their talk feels like two mothers speaking across generations, one haunted by what-ifs, the other offering hard-earned wisdom. Jennifer confesses, "He's slipping away from us, Kayla. I can feel it." Kayla answers softly, "You can't force a door open. But you can keep knocking." It's that kind of quiet, grounded strength that reminds us why Days of Our Lives has endured for 60 years, because love here is messy, fragile, but relentless. And as Jennifer wipes her tears, the camera lingers on Chad, a father staring at his sleeping son, wondering how to rebuild what almost shattered forever. For Chad DiMera, the night never ends. Even as the hospital lights dim, his mind replays the accident like a film stuck on repeat: Thomas running, headlights flashing, brakes screaming. He barely sleeps. Every time he closes his eyes, he sees Abigail. Would she forgive him for letting their son spiral like this? By morning, he's pacing through the Horton kitchen, coffee untouched, when a familiar voice calls his name. Mike Horton. Calm, grounded, a steady reminder of everything the Horton name stands for. Their reunion is brief but heartfelt, two men carrying different weights, both trying to protect their families from breaking further. Over mugs of coffee, Chad unravels. He talks about Kat Green, how her comfort turned into complication. He admits that Thomas saw more than a child should. And when he confesses his fear, "What if I've lost him for good?" Mike doesn't rush to reassure him. Instead, he leans forward and says, "You don't lose a child by failing once, Chad. You lose him by giving up." It's the kind of line that lands like truth, sharp, painful, but healing. For the first time, Chad breathes a little easier. He's not absolved, but he's understood. As Mike leaves, sunlight breaks through the window, symbolic, maybe, but fleeting. Because somewhere else in Salem, curiosity is stirring, and peace never lasts for long. And that curiosity has a name: Jeremy Horton. Back in Salem after years away, Jeremy wastes no time reigniting the spark of mischief that's always defined him. At the Horton living room, warm, nostalgic, lined with portraits of ancestors, he sits with Julie Williams and Marie Horton, two living archives of family history. Julie starts with polite small talk. But Jeremy, ever the provocateur, leans in with a grin. "So, tell me, which Horton was the wildest?" Laughter breaks the tension. Julie rolls her eyes. "You'd need an encyclopedia for that, darling." Marie adds gently, "And some stories were never written down, for a reason." But the more they talk, the deeper they go, past the polite memories and into the buried confessions. Forbidden romances, lost letters, betrayals disguised as charity. The camera pans to old photographs on the mantel: Tom and Alice Horton smiling, a young Mickey, a proud Maggie, silent witnesses to the conversation. As the fire crackles, the laughter fades into reflection. Julie's tone softens. Every family has secrets. The Hortons just had the courage to face theirs in public. Jeremy smiles faintly, but his eyes reveal something else: intent. He's not just reminiscing, he's researching. Because his next move might expose truths the Hortons thought were long forgotten, and not everyone in Salem will be ready to face them. This isn't just nostalgia. It's foreshadowing, and Days of Our Lives never plants a seed without a storm to follow. While the adults in Salem wrestle with guilt, secrets, and broken promises, a new generation quietly begins to rebuild what the past left behind. Holly Jonas and Tate Black, two teenagers who've inherited both privilege and pain, are assigned a school film project. Their topic? The story of the Hortons. At first, it's just another class assignment. But soon, it becomes a journey through time, and through identity. Armed with an old camera and a list of interviews, they set out to capture the heart of Salem's first family. They visit the Horton house, leaf through faded photo albums, and talk to elders whose voices tremble with memory. Every story they record adds another thread to a tapestry that began long before they were born. For Holly, the project is deeply personal. She's searching for belonging, a place where she fits in, beyond the chaos of her own fractured family. For Tate, it's about redemption. Growing up as Brady and Teresa's son, he's seen what legacy can destroy, and what it can save. Their chemistry is natural, curious, playful, occasionally flirty, but under it all, they share a mutual need to understand where they come from. And as they edit their footage, something magical happens. Moments from Days of Our Lives 6 decades begin to intertwine with their own. Old clips. Familiar faces. Flashbacks that make fans smile through tears. Their film becomes more than a school project, it becomes a living tribute, a bridge between generations. But in Salem, even good intentions can lead to unexpected revelations. And one piece of footage might expose a secret that was never meant to be found. The week builds toward an event Salem has been waiting for, the grand celebration of the Dr. Tom Horton Free Clinic Gala. It's more than a party. It's a symbol, a chance for the town to honor a man whose compassion shaped generations, and whose legacy still defines what it means to be part of Salem. Jennifer Horton, still fragile from the emotional storm surrounding Thomas, channels her pain into purpose. Dressed in soft silver, she stands before the mirror, whispering, "For you, Grandpa. For everything you taught us." But even as the chandeliers sparkle and the music swells, not everyone comes in peace. The Damaras arrive fractured, Chad carrying guilt like a shadow, EJ guarding secrets behind his smile. The Hortons appear united, yet cracks shimmer beneath the surface. Marie Horton greets old friends with grace, while Mike keeps a watchful eye on Jeremy, who's been digging too deep into the family archives. And when Jeremy catches sight of Holly and Tate's documentary footage being prepared for the gala's tribute reel, something clicks. He recognizes a name, one that hasn't been spoken in decades. The atmosphere shifts. The laughter fades. Chad can't focus on celebration. His eyes drift toward the exit, haunted by the memory of his son's near tragedy. Jennifer feels it too, the quiet storm brewing under the surface of all this joy. Because the gala isn't just honoring the past. It's setting the stage for a reckoning, one where every buried truth, every whispered lie, begins to rise again. Salem came together to celebrate legacy, but it may leave the night with new wounds. Monday's episode isn't just a continuation, it's a reflection of Days of Our Lives' greatest theme: how love, loss, and legacy endlessly intertwine. Thomas's brush with death reminds us that even innocence can fracture under the weight of adult mistakes. Chad's guilt, Jennifer's fear, Mike's wisdom, they all echo the show's core truth: every generation carries the consequences of the one before. The return of Marie and Mike Horton rekindles the soul of the series, reminding viewers that no matter how far the story evolves, it always circles back to family, faith, and forgiveness. Holly and Tate's film captures that spirit beautifully, a gift to fans and a mirror to Salem itself. But hidden inside their project may lie the spark for the next great scandal. And Jeremy? His curiosity is turning into obsession. The questions he's asking could change how the Hortons, and Salem, see themselves forever. So as one chapter closes with laughter and light, another waits just beyond the curtain, ready to explode. Because in days of our lives, peace is fleeting, but secrets? They never die.